This is going to be a busy week for all of these defendants accused in this thwarted alleged plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer. You mentioned 5 of 6 men facing federal charges in this case are expected before a judge this morning in Grand Rapids. As is procedure in a federal court proceeding, no cameras will be allowed inside the courtroom. We will not be able to record those proceedings. However, we will have a crew in Grand Rapids this morning, and those men remain in federal custody with a U.S. Marshal. Ty Garbin, Daniel Harris, Caleb Franks, Brandon Caserta, and Adam Fox are set to appear in federal court this morning for a preliminary hearing. They're accused of conspiring to kidnap the governor in what investigators are calling a failed plot that's made international headlines.
A case of this magnitude, you could be looking at a trial a good year and a half, 2 years down the road.
Attorney Michael Rattay specializes in federal cases. In 2012, he represented the Hatari militia and successfully had all charges dropped. But he sees clear distinctions between these cases.
These individuals are not charged with sedition. I think that the way that these people have been charged, I think the government learned a little bit from the Hatari case.
7 others face state charges under Michigan's anti-terrorism law, accused of planning to storm the Capitol and ignite a civil war. Joseph Morrison and Peter Musico, who investigators say are the founders of the anti-government group the Wolverine Watchmen, are set for conferences on Friday and due for preliminary hearings October 21st in Jackson. Meanwhile, Governor Whitmer, who's called the defendants domestic terrorists, was out at a voter mobilization event yesterday alongside Doug Emhoff, husband to Democratic vice presidential nominee Kamala Harris.
We're all in awe of the courage that you and your family have shown in the face of the unprecedented threats against you, a public official.
Jen out there live for us. And I have to ask you about the remaining defendants. Are we expecting any of them to appear in court this week? And also, how long could it be until we see a possible trial?
Yeah, Mira, this is set to be a busy week for all of these defendants. Eric Molitar is set to join brothers Michael and William Null in court tomorrow for a probable cause hearing. Then they will join another defendant whose name is Sean Fix in northern Michigan for preliminary hearings. That's October 28th. 2 others, we spoke about Paul Bellar yesterday along with Barry Croft. They are in the process now of being extradited back to Michigan. Now, in terms of a trial, you heard that criminal defense attorney earlier who specializes in federal cases saying because of the magnitude and the scope of this case, this could be more than a year until this goes to trial if it eventually does. Amira?